Hi everybody. So I'm gonna tell you something that maybe you are not aware of. Good can only come through you. Good can only come through you. Someone said, I don't know exactly who said this, that evil triumphs only when good men do nothing. We live in a reality that can only be functioned in physically. Spirits are not going to be able to work in this place if there is no person through whom they can work. Okay? Spirits cannot function in this environment if there's nobody who is willing to allow themselves become access or conduit of spirit. Now, evil spirits walk through people. Good spirits walk through people. A lot of people are sitting down waiting for Jesus Christ to come to save them, except that they don't understand that Jesus Christ is spirit. And there's no way Jesus Christ is coming to save you if you do not make yourself a vessel through which Jesus Christ can save you. Let's not even talk about humanity. Let's not even talk about how you can make yourself a vessel for Christ to use you and pour his life through you to save humanity. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about yourself first. I wrote something yesterday and people are like, oh, Christ is God. Yes, Christ is God. Yeah. That don't change. That don't change. But the degree to which the Spirit of Christ is functioning in this life, in this reality, is the degree to which the amount of people are willing to yield themselves to Christ, to be conduits through which the energy of Christ can pour in. Look around you. What do you see? What do you see? Evil triumphing, right? How you think? Do you think? Have you ever seen evil walking around? No, you wait. The only time you see evil is through the actions of people who have yielded themselves to evil. They are the channel and the conduit through which evil comes into humanity. But somehow people are sitting waiting for Christ to come save them or save the world. The only way this world can be saved, the only way Christ's energy can permeate and have a massive impact on this world and on this stuff going on right now, is if people like you rise up and say, Christ, here I am. Here I am. I'm enlisting myself in your army. What do I do? What do I do? Tell me what to do, and I'll do it. How many of you are willing to do that? How many of you are willing to rise up and say, I am here warring for the light? What do I do? Tell me what to do. How can I serve? How many of you are willing to do that? But somehow you think that you're sitting on your couch, somehow good will triumph over evil. No. No, what is going to happen is while you're sitting on your couch, evil is going to spread like a tsunami until the world is overcome by it. Because no matter what you think, light is more powerful than darkness. It is. It is. But the more people who carry that light, the more we can push back the darkness. Something happened to me yesterday. Okay, I can't talk about it. All right. The more people who carried light, the more we can push back the darkness. The darkness is not going to be pushed back by itself. Light has to stand. Light has to stand. But a lot of people are weak. They can't fight. They're afraid. And they're waiting for God to come save them. And while you're waiting for God to come save you, evil is pushing. But don't you think for one second that there's no light. Oh no. Oh no. There is light. Light is at work. Light is at work. The enemy has already been defeated. That's not the point. That's not the point at all. What the point is the what light can do and how much light can push back. The world should not have been like this. We should not have been allowed, this thing that is going on should not have been allowed to get to this stage. We had the book of Revelation. We knew there's no mythology that it does not somehow contain the story that we're living right now. The story that all the mythology and all the religion told should have alerted us, should have awoken us, should have put us in the mindset that when years ago, when technology started going a certain way, we all should have known. We all should have woken up then. We all should have started fighting then. But even now, there are some people who are still believing that God will save them. That's the same thinking that has brought us here. The only way God can save us, the only way God can save us, push back against what is going on, if enough people get up from their couch and say, here I am, use me. People who are willing to die, people who are willing to stand in the front lines, people who are willing to fight the good fight. Where are they at? Where are they at? They deceive us. Tell us, the church tell us that there's grace. Where is the grace at? It's only by making yourself a vessel for Christ. The other day, me and Christ were having a conversation. And I said, I will die for Christ. I will die for Christ. You know what he said to me? Don't die for me. I don't need you to die for me. Dying for me is not necessary. Die for the people. And I was like, okay, well now that is a totally different kind of love. And I said, help me to develop that. Because all my life I've always known that if it came down to it, if it came down to Christ and a bullet, please put the bullet in my head. Make it quick. But Christ don't need that. It's not my love for Christ that matters. That's not going to make a difference. It's my love for people. That's what's going to make a difference. It's how much I love people enough to be a conduit through which the love of Christ, the power of Christ can pour into people. Imagine if a bunch of us got up and said, Christ, here I am. Archangel Michael, otherwise known as Archangel Michael, is the regency, is the angel in charge of this time. As soon as I found that out, I said, Archangel Michael, here I am, sir. I'm on your team. Give me my orders, and I will do it. Give me my orders, and I will do what you say. Because this is not about me. It's not about my salvation. It's not about my deliverance. Except a corn of wheat fall into the ground and dies, it abides alone. But if it dies, it brings forth much fruit. That's why Christ died. And he's brought forth much fruit. Unless you get up and fight, good ain't going to conquer evil, bro. Unless you get up and become a conduit through which the love and light of Christ is going to go into this world, good is not going to conquer this evil. This evil is going to be like a tsunami. Not just me. I'm worried about the evil going on in the world. I'm worried. As far as I'm concerned right now, to live is Christ and to die is gain, to get out of this place. I guarantee you that. That's a blessing for me. But that's not what I'm about. It's about my other brothers and sisters who are going to struggle and suffer needlessly because I did not fight the good fight. It ain't about me. It ain't about you. It's about us getting up and fighting. And not fighting for ourselves. Fighting for our families. Fighting for our brothers. Fighting for our neighbors that we don't even know. That's what it's about. Because what evil is doing is not for you. It's trying to conquer everybody.